Hello students, this lecture is about the types of neuron. Neuron is classified into different types based on two criteria. First one is the functional classification and second one is the structural classification. First one is functional classification. Functionally, the neurons are classified into three different types. One is sensory neuron. Sensory neuron. These sensory neurons that carry impulses from receptors to the central nervous system, which means to brain and spinal cord. Like receptors, as you know, the receptors are found in skeletal muscles, and even in the joints. So from skeletal muscles and joints to the CNS, and some receptors also found in the smooth muscles, which are found in the visceral organs. That is, from the visceral organs to the central nervous system. The sensory neurons which transmit impulses from skeletal muscles and joints to the central nervous system are called as somatosensory or somatic sensory neurons. Whereas the sensory neurons that carry impulses from the receptors of visceral organs to the CNS are called as visceral sensory neurons. So these sensory neurons, they are also called afferent neurons, and they form the peripheral nervous system. And you have to remember, they transmit impulses from receptors to the central nervous system like skeletal muscles and joints, and even from the receptors of visceral organs. This is about the sensory neurons. And second type of neurons under functional classification is the motor neuron. Here the motor neurons, they transmit impulses from central nervous system to the effector organs. From central nervous system to the effectors or effector organs like skeletal muscles and glands. Skeletal muscles and even smooth muscles also. So to the muscles and the glands. Here again, these motor neurons also further could be divided into somatic motor neuron and visceral motor neuron. So the somatic motor neurons are the one which carry impulses from central nervous system to our somatic parts, like to our skeletal muscles. Whereas the visceral motor neuron are the neurons that carry impulses from central nervous system to the glands and to the smooth muscles, which means to the visceral organs. So these are the motor neurons. So here motor neurons always carry impulses from central nervous system to the effector organ. So these are also called as efferent neuron. So sensory neurons also called as afferent neuron, which means from receptor to CNS. Whereas motor neurons also called efferent neuron, from CNS to effectors they carry the impulses. Right. Whereas the third type of neuron in case of functional classification is the interneuron. These interneurons are entirely found in the central nervous system, and they are arranged so as to carry both motor and as well as the sensory impulses. They can carry motor and even the sensory impulses, and these interneurons also helps to integrate the sensory and motor functions. Sensory and motor functions helps to sensory and motor neurons, which means simply we can say that they found in between sensory and motor neuron. They found in between sensory and motor neuron, which means it helps to integrate the sensory and motor neuron, thereby sensory and motor functions. This is about the functional classification of neurons. Whereas the second criteria of classification of neurons is the structural classification. Structurally, which means based on the number of cytoplasmic processes. This is mainly based on number of cytoplasmic processes that arise from the cell body, directly from the cell body. On this basis, again the neurons are classified into three types based on the cytoplasmic processes that directly arise from the cell body or cyton. Here in this diagram you can see these three types of neurons. First type is the unipolar neuron. First type is the unipolar neuron, and second type it is the bipolar neuron, and third type of neuron is the multipolar neuron. So unipolar neuron means a single cytoplasmic process arises from the cell body. Here in all these three images, this structure, this part and this part. So this part and this part is the cyton or cell body. So if you see in the first image, that is the unipolar neuron, from the cyton or cell body a single cytoplasmic process arises. So this is what called as unipolar neuron. But most of the unipolar neurons during embryonic development, they produces two cytoplasmic processes from the cell body. Like this you can see here, this and this cytoplasmic process, they converge and fuse like this. After fusion it look like a single cytoplasmic process, and this single cytoplasmic process again branched into two long axonic processes. So hence unipolar neurons are also called as pseudo-unipolar neuron. Here in these two cytoplasmic processes, one cytoplasmic process receive sensory stimuli and it transmit the impulse towards the cyton or cell body. So this process, anatomically we can say this process is the dendrite. And another cytoplasmic process carry impulses away from the cell body finally to the synaptic knobs which are found in this region. So here anatomically it is considered as axon. So this one is dendrite, this one is axon. But functionally if we take both the cytoplasmic processes, functionally they conduct the action potential. So conduction of action potential is the characteristic feature of axon. But only the terminal end of this cytoplasmic process, only the terminal end at the receptor site can conduct graded electrochemical potential. So conduction of graded electrochemical impulses, conduction of graded electrochemical impulses is the characteristic feature of dendrite. So in some books it has given as dendrite, it is given as axon, but functionally both the processes are having axon character, right? So this is hence this is said to be pseudo unipolar neuron. This pseudo unipolar neurons are generally found in the dorsal ganglia of our peripheral nervous system. So the second type of the neuron is the bipolar neuron. Here in the bipolar neuron, two cytoplasmic processes, means two poles, it has 1 and 2 poles. Two cytoplasmic processes arises from the cell body. One cytoplasmic process is said to be the dendrite because it carry impulses towards the cell body, whereas another cytoplasmic process is said to be the axon, which carry impulses away from the cell body. These bipolar neurons are found in eye, retina of eye and cochlea. In humans, you could see these bipolar neurons in the retina of eye and cochlea. And the third type of neuron here is the multipolar neuron. The multipolar neuron, as you can see in this image, it has many cytoplasmic processes. So you can see many cytoplasmic processes that directly arise from the cell body. As I mentioned in these diagrams, this one is the cyton, cell body. So from cell body directly, you have to remember this is based on the processes or poles which directly arise from the cell body. So here you can see in this image, this is the cyton or cell body. From the cyton, many processes or many poles. In this image you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 poles or 7 processes directly arising from the cell body. But it is not a rule, it is just the diagrammatic representation, right? Here there is a single long cytoplasmic process which is called as again axon, which is called as again axon. So this one is the axon, right? Whereas many branched cytoplasmic processes will arise, which is again called as dendrite. So most of the neurons in our body are multipolar neurons. The dendrites of this neuron carry impulses towards the cell body, whereas the axon carry impulses away from the cell body. This is about the classification of neurons based on the cytoplasmic processes. Unipolar neuron, also said to be pseudo-unipolar, which are generally found in our dorsal ganglia of our peripheral nervous system. And second type is bipolar neuron, found in the retina of eye and cochlea. And third type is the multipolar neuron. Most of the neurons in our body are the multipolar neurons. So this is about this class.